Let me ask you a question. What happens if a situation arises that you were unprepared for? A situation such as a blizzard, a tornado, or being locked down due to a virus, which we've all been through. Really put yourself in any possible situation that could arise. Now ask yourself, what would you do? Where would you go? What do you need? Are you ready? Because what if tomorrow?
Good morning. This is Mark with What If Tomorrow Media. Today, I'm going to finish out the bag that we've been building on this video series. Now, the other day I posted a video apologizing for my get home bag becoming a bug out bag. Again, I'm going to extend both my and Phil's apologies because we both got carried away. But just to finish this out, since might as well finish it since I'm almost all the way done, right? What we've got here to finish it out, one, we needed a first aid kit. This is a Walmart first aid kit. It's for 2 people. It's in the camping section. Less than $10. We're going to need some dry clothes also in our bag. So I've taken one of my favorite pairs of sweatpants, a t-shirt, and some unmentionables, and put them in a large bags and just got all the air out of it so it's as vacuum packed as possible. Keep it dry, keep it fresh, and honestly to save space because I probably will need to find a bigger bag. Oops. Also, since some of you who listen to the podcast might know, I'm either in overalls or sweatpants most of the time. A lot of the items that I've got for my bag are to be situated on a belt for, to make it easier to carry. So I'm taking one of my old belts and also throwing it in a bag. Now that leaves food. Now we could go to My Patriot Supply and buy food, which if you've got the cash, I do, we could do that. But we're here to build on a budget. So as long as you keep in mind that you're going to have to replace this every 3 to 6 months, I just got a box of granola bars. Now, I'm not going to be surviving for long term on granola bars, but they're there until I can make other arrangements, because I can hunt, I can fish, I can trap. So if I've got a couple days to prepare, I can provide for myself. There's also foraging. Some of the things to look for while you're foraging. In the summer months, cattails are great. The root of the cattail plant, you can boil it in your mess kit and eat it like mashed potatoes. Doesn't taste great, but it will fill you up and is nutritious. The inside bark of some trees is edible. If you find a pine tree, the inside bark can be eaten. There are things I really recommend looking at our website or going to Amazon, or looking at the links we've got on our website to Amazon to find books on these subjects. And I recommend getting the hard copy books so that if something like an EMP were to come, you would have that information on hand. I myself keep a number of things on my device that I study from time to time. But it's good to have hardback books or the hard copy books on hand, just in case it is a grid failure or what have you. Also, although there's one in my first aid kit, it's a good idea to have a compass. I've got compasses laying all over the house. I used to install satellite dishes, so I've got a nice Lensatic compass. I've already tossed it in my bag. You can buy a decent compass at Walmart for, you know, $3 to $50 depending on what you want. And that really finishes out what has become my extra bug out bag. So, like I said, it's all available. Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, all of those places have things that you need. Uh, Probably soon, now soon being a relative term, we're going to look at these same uh, shopping locations to, one, we're going to build 3-day supply buckets to keep in the house uh, in case of an emergency, like a storm or something. You can go to FEMA.org and look, and they've got a list of the things that they recommend for you to keep in your house. We're going to do that same thing, and we're going to put them in buckets with sealable lids so that we can keep them in the back of like the hall closet here, so that we have them in an emergency so we won't get into them and use them up. Also, in the not so distant future, we're going to be doing some videos on using some of the stuff we've got for our bags. I'm excited about the plans that we've got for the future. And keep in mind, folks, neither Phil or I are experts. Far from it. We are learning right along with you. We both grew up country, so we always had a lot of these things around the house as necessary, because I grew up, it's 3 or 4 days sometimes before we saw a snowplow. So being stuck in the house and not being able to just run down to the corner store was very important for us. The underneath side of my parents' bed was always full of canned goods. The closet was full of canned goods and home canned things. Maybe not this year, because I really haven't prepared, because now's the time to start preparing. I really haven't prepared a spot here in town for a good-sized garden, but maybe we can. Maybe we can get the canner out and can a batch of beans this year or next year. It's not that hard. The stuff, they always have it at Walmart. You can buy the canners, the jars, the lids, everything you need. And there's books that teach you how to do it. One, it's economical. You can save a lot of money because you can reuse the jars over and over again. Grow your own food and keep it. That stuff keeps for a couple of years, easy. It's just things to think of. And be sure to go to My Patriot Supply and look and see. They've got a lot of really good products that will help you through all kinds of situations. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to use my tax return for it or not, but I've considered using my tax return for a 6-month supply of food. I mean, that's a good thing to use your tax return for. And they come in stackable buckets. You can put them in your attic or stick them in a closet or stick them around the house. Having the means to feed and take care of your family. Sometimes it seems expensive, guys, but it's your family. They're worth it. You're worth it. Think ahead. Now's the time to plan. Don't wait until the roads are closed, the infrastructure's gone, or what have you. Be prepared ahead of time. And with that, guys, that's really all I've got for you today on my bag. And we learned a lesson. We learned a lesson that we should plan. So the next time I talk to you about a bag, I will have thought about it a lot better, and I will have a bag to show you that you can keep in your car to get you home, whether you have to walk across town or 20 miles. Uh, for now, I think we have successfully built a, a modest bug out bag. I hope that you guys have at least found me entertaining, and hopefully you've learned some lessons, both for my own lack of planning and for your future planning. And remember, even if you get a little crazy with the shopping because you've got the money, I mean, if you buy one or two things at a time, it doesn't hurt that bad. All the things that I bought could just as well have gone in my home kit or whatever. And it really, probably you need a bug out bag for every member of the family. So you can build them one at a time, or you can buy 2 items every time you go to Walmart. Only one time I went to Walmart and spent more than $20. I built this whole bag in just a couple trips. And my last total, I believe, was $96 for everything that I've got. And I'm prepared. I can grab that bag, head out the door, and survive. Hopefully until I get someplace where I'm better off. Anyway, folks, I just want you guys to know that it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Make a list and shop around. Walmart, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. You can get a lot of the things you're going to need. And don't forget to stock up on personal supplies like toothpaste, toothbrushes, shaving cream, because nobody likes to be dirty. Anyway, folks, have a great day. Bye.